Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on my first travel vlog and hopefully more to come. I'm from Dallas, Texas and heading to Japan for 2 weeks during April of 2024 to look at cherry blossoms. It's going to be my first official time in Japan and I can't wait to show you guys around. Something cool about this trip is that I'm also going to be meeting my long distance girlfriend for 4 months for the first time, and I'll give you guys more details about that in future videos. I booked this flight 3 months before, so it was a bit pricey, and it was during peak cherry blossom season. The price of the ticket was about $2,500 for economy round trip. Since I was flying alone, I made sure to strategically book a seat with nobody in the middle, and it definitely worked out. I like getting window seat because I have something to lean on, but I know a lot of people like to sit on the outside so they can go, use a restroom, just easier access. My friend has been to Japan a few times before, and I pretty much told her to organize all the places she wanted to go, and I was just there to look around and get a feel of what Japan has to offer. I did plan a few things, but pretty much only about 20% of it. Since it was my first time in Japan, I wanted to splurge a little bit. For example, instead of staying in like a $50 hostel, I wanted to stay in a nicer hotel around $100 to $200 a night. My girlfriend booked half the hotels and I booked the other half. Maybe you guys can guess who booked which. Thing I highly recommend is, if you're going to go the eSIM route, is to make sure you get that all set up so when you land, you have that up and going. From the international airport, I had to head to the main terminal. So getting there, we had to ride a bus, but navigating the terminal isn't too bad. Just follow the signs and read the signs. Don't go too fast. Well, when you get to the main terminal, it is really hectic. It was kind of confusing at first, but remember, I have to meet my girlfriend that I've never met in person before. Long story short, we decided to meet in front of Family Mart, and she pretty much surprised me. Too bad I don't have any videos of it. My first drink in Japan was this milk tea. It was pretty good. I'm more of a regular tea guy. So our first hotel is in Ginza, and we are in Narita Airport. This is the airport that is a little further away, so we had to ride a bullet train into the city, which took about an hour. It was pretty quick. After the bullet train, we had to get to our hotel. We had to stop and get on a little train. So here we're heading to our very first hotel of the night. I kind of splurged on this hotel because it is my first night in Japan. I spent around over $250 for a night. I don't remember exactly, but the location's great. We got a suite, so it definitely was very spacious. The bathroom was really big. You got a little shower head, and also you got a huge bathtub. It's actually next to a donkey too, so it was great. After resting a bit, we went out to go walk around. Ginza is pretty much the modern, kind of high-end shopping area district of Japan. So bright. My girlfriend wanted to come to Japan and get some new glasses, so we headed to Jin's Loft Ginza store. The great thing about this store is you can just come in, get your glasses, same day if you wanted to, but we came during closing time, so wasn't going to be done till the next day. After glasses, we stopped by the Muji store next door and just pick up something really small to eat. I was pretty full from my flight to Tokyo, and I got some nice strawberries. And I ended the night by buying some capybara socks for about $8. Worth it. A bit of jet lag, but I am off to get breakfast at this one place I found online. It's called Choshuku Lab, and I believe this is a breakfast for another hotel. You get this unique box board where you can put items in it, and they also have shabu shabu that's included with the breakfast. The food was okay, but I would probably rate it at a 6.5 out of 10. Still a good breakfast though. After breakfast, we went back to the hotel, packed up, checked out, and I actually went to go shopping for some shoes. My feet was hurting. I brought some tennis shoes, but it just wasn't cutting it. So I had to buy some Skechers. I don't have the footage of it, but I definitely needed some new shoes. At Tokyo Station, there's an area called Tokyo Street where you can find all these cute cartoon characters that you may love. They literally have almost everything you can think of that is cute. So for example, if you want Momofukus or if you want Hello Kitties, you can definitely find it here. Just be careful and don't get lost in here because you're gonna spend a lot of money here. I believe Chikawa is the most popular character right now in Japan, so good luck getting those. After all that shopping, we definitely are hungry, so we headed to this local gyudon place, and it was really cheap. I think I got the whole set for like $10.
Wow.
Delicious. After the late lunch, we hopped on a 2-hour train ride to Fukushima, and we immediately crashed at the hotel. We did stop by the next door inn to get some fami chiki, but that's about it. Morning breakfast was pretty good, and we started to go to our first destination in Fukushima. The weather wasn't looking too great, but forecast projected it to be a little bit raining and cold all day. But it is not stopping us from seeing the cherry blossoms. Even though it was raining, the views were still very beautiful. I think this kind of gives us a different kind of view of it. It's raining, there's cherry blossoms. I think it still created a great atmosphere. At the very top, there's a little coffee shop, so you can get little snacks and warm up if you have to. And one more iconic shot of the train coming down. Something about the rain just makes it feel so serene. After the castle ruins, the weather was extremely cold, so we decided to just take it slow and head back to Fukushima. Once we got back to the city, we walked around and just enjoyed the small city. We got some Japanese barbecue and walked around some local stores. It was nice just kind of taking it slow since the weather was really cold. Nighttime was so much better, right? Look how nice and pretty. It's so cold. Really? When we got back to the hotel, they offered in-room massages, so I definitely had to take advantage of that. And then we went to sleep. Early morning, we set out to Hanamiya Park. You can't directly drive there, so you have to ride a guided bus to that location. It's probably about a 10-minute ride, and it does cost something. When you get there, there are 3 walking routes in the park you can take: 30 minutes, 45 minute, or 60 minute. In the end, I believe we went with the 60-minute route. Make sure to bring your walking shoes. You're going to put in a lot of steps, but with great views, of course. After all the hard work and you reach the very top, you'll get some very beautiful views of the whole park. After reaching the bottom, I got some dango and some spicy soup. It's delicious. When you go to any temple, shrines, and castles, there's a possibility they do Goshin books, and these you can collect unique stamps in these locations. It's definitely something I would recommend when you go to Japan. The views were amazing, and there's a lot of history to the castle. I won't spoil too much, as I hope everyone can come here one day and just kind of check out. Right next to the castle is a authentic historic tea house that allows you to try out traditional matcha and mochi. It's a little bit too bitter for my liking. I'm not really a matcha person, but it is unique. And that wraps up our day 1 to 4 vlog. Thanks for joining on my very first vlog video. I'm going to keep practicing on editing and getting things together, but the next vlog will be in Nagano. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment so I can reply and, answer.